Let's use the impact analysis feature within Topaz to understand what changes might impact other objects. So the way that we do that is through the Project Explorer tab when we're in the Host Explorer perspective. So let's go to Project Explorer. And let's just look at creating a new project. So I'll right click in here and we will select New Project just to show you how to set one up. So this will be a Compuware mainframe project because we'll be working with the source code and the copybooks on the mainframe. And we will give this project a new name. So I'll just call this one Project. You would name it something appropriate for the source code that you're working with. So we'll select our test LPAR, and I'm going to keep all of my resources online on the mainframe. I don't want to download them to my desktop or computer. So then once we have that project, again, just a right click, and what we want to do is configure a copybook concatenation list. So we'll add in all the copybooks associated with this particular project or with our source codes. We'll type in that dataset name here. Oops, there we go. And click OK. And now we have that added in. So let's just expand that. And then also let's bring in the source code associated with this project. So here we'll add the data sets, or you could add individual members as well. So we'll add in the source code. Here I have it already listed, and click OK. So then at that point, what we will want to do is to update the project hierarchy. So that will go through an analysis and update and understand how all of these different objects are related to each other. And then once that's done, then we can go down and look at our impacts. So let's just select one that I've already done that for. And I'll expand open the source code. And again, just a right click on a piece of source code. And let's look at the copybook hierarchy. So that'll use that as our starting point, that particular piece of source code, and it opens up the hierarchy tab here, kind of along the bottom of your screen, and shows this particular source code and all of the copybooks associated with it. And you see you've got two tabs or icons here on the right hand side, show included by or show includes. So this particular piece of source code includes all of these different copybooks, and if I were to click on one of those, it'll tell us the line of code within that project that calls out or uses and includes that particular copybook. So that's one way to understand if I'm making a change to a data element, where all might that data element be, and we can go in the reverse order too. So another way to look at it is for this particular program, what other programs might call or be called by this particular one. So here I can see that, again, we're looking at calls hierarchy. So this program, 014, calls SO1, SO2, and SO3. And again, it will give us the line of code within that program that shows that particular call. And if I wanted to see that, then of course we could just double click on that program and it's going to open it up for us. And again, because I've got the copybook concatenation list, it's going to know which copybooks to open up and be available. Oops, I'm missing one here, but that's okay, I'll ignore. And then we can see on that particular line of code, just double click and it takes us there to that call statement. So a great way to be able to see what kind of impacts our changes are going to have to other pieces of code, other copybooks, be able to follow that logic through. So that's the impact analysis, being able to create a project, load your source code in your copybooks, analyze that hierarchy, and then show that hierarchy here within the tab within the Project Explorer. Thank you.